All right, what do we got here today? On Christmas Miracle, Mine Layer, and Battlefield. Okay, so lots of damage going to be flying around, especially when we got a Suguri 46 in. We got a Popomi, we got a Tequila, and we got a Repa. How much do these characters care about random damage flying around? How much do they care about Battlefield? I mean, 46 loves throwing damage around. Popomi, doesn't really care. Tequila likes to be high health, and Repa likes to be high health, so that just in case she fails a dodge. Battlefield. Do anybody care about Battlefield? I guess Repa can more easily get a free kill with her passive on all the monsters. But Popomi might hate it because she's gonna get strain stacks a lot more often. So we'll see. We'll see how things shake up here. I don't anticipate a lot of PvP throughout the game, but especially early on. I don't anticipate like any of these characters to get that level, that 2-win rush for a quick level 3. Speaking of levels, what levels are everybody's hypers? Level 3 hyper for 46, level 2 for Popomi, level 3 for Tequila, and Repa has hers straight out the gate. So players are just going to be wandering around early on, not doing much, just getting stars. Everybody's going to be rushing for level 2. Oh, Miracle for Mystery. That's pretty nice. That'll help everybody catch up a little bit quicker. Actually, 46, if she can one-shot this chicken with a high roll, and she does get it, that is 2 wins thanks to the Miracle. So I guess, never mind what I said about none of the characters being able to get a quick 2 win. We got one. 2 cards for Popomi. 2 cards for Tequila. It's interesting to see how much people value cards over stars, because I very often forget to value cards. I almost need that reminder shown to me by other players that, like, yeah, cards are valuable. Do not forget about their existence. Although I do feel like a couple of games ago I was playing as, I believe it was Kanata, and I feel like I just threw away so many stars for no reason. So I think there's a good balancing act that I need to find there. But Popomi is our first character to hit level 2. Opens up her own hyper if she ever needs it. Probably won't need it anytime soon. Repa gets the passive proc on a chicken, but it's not enough to kill. Popomi has no chance. Not chance, sorry, no choice. She's been able to avoid encounter panels at this point pretty decently, consistently for now, but is forced into one. Doesn't get the quick kill, so another stack of strain to Popomi. Evasive chicken dodges Tequila's attack. Oh my word, a lot of damage back thrown his way. 3 of our 4 players finding encounter panels on this round of Battlefield. Sucks to see Repa not getting any kills with her passive, but it is what it is. The dice have decided otherwise. Nothing panel for 46. Just wants to rush home, get that quick level 3, so she can start flinging damage around as fast as she possibly can. Popomi is going to start a fight, though, with 46. Does she have anything in hand? She has a quick restoration, so she'll be able to do some damage without taking any in return. But she only finds 1, so a little bit of progress made. Curious to see if Popomi's actually trying to go for a kill here, or if she's just trying to go for maybe, I have the quick resto, I might as well try and do some damage. We'll see. This could be a kill for Repa. That's a crazy roll to have to roll evade into. The 6 goal strikes, and he strikes hard. Repa takes a fall. 46 loses some stars to a panel. Popomi is gonna have to land on a trap card generated by the game. You love to see it. As all of our players continuing to mosey around the board to mind their own business. Regen from Mystery heals a couple people up. Popomi and Tequila actually seem pretty glad to have seen something like that. Popomi with her high health, pull Tequila with his passive. Love to stay high health as often as they can. Tendinitis is approaching. We're about halfway there. Probably see Tendinitis. I'm going to guess turn 21. 21? As 46 gets her first Norma, locks in that wins choice, so that next time she gets to a home can easily get up to Norma 3. Sorry for the sounds of the water bottle clicking in the background. My throat hurts. As Tequila, up to level 2. And Repa, right behind him. All players now at level 2. This does open up Popomi's Hyper. Opens up a few more card options for everyone. But nothing too game-changing yet. Once 46, if she can get some hypers, starts flowing and chowing, she's going to start throwing missiles around. Tequila will summon a bunch of pirates. Honestly, it's not the end of the world. 46 finds her third win. Maybe she could rush 5 wins and get that quick level 4 and summon the boss and ruin everybody's days. Summoning the boss, I don't remember. I'll have to look once these battlefield panels clear. I don't remember how many natural encounter panels are on this board, if boss is a huge deal for this board or not. But it's not like any of these characters that we're seeing really go for win strats normally anyway. I mean, 46 can if she manages to generate the right cards for it. And Tequila can if he manages to catch people off guard, if he gets fought a lot, right? He can go for kills, or maybe the pirates get kills, but actually, I don't think pirates killing... Yeah, it doesn't grant him any wins. I don't think, anyway. But either way, Tequila's our first level 3. His hyper is now open. Oh yeah, look at these boss panels. They are not gonna be that bad on this map at all. Hyper's up. Could start summoning some pirates. There's not a lot of booty to steal from the other players at the moment, but could pre-pot them. Ooh, he's gonna play Mimic actually and copy Popomi's hyper. Deciding, I mean, yeah, precise dice rolls is a really good hyper. Fair enough. Perhaps too many alternate split pads for the pirates to be 100% useful, or perhaps Popomi's hyper is just that good. Would not surprise me either way. It looks like my estimate of seeing tendinitis on turn 21 was a bit of an overestimate. Popomi's probably going to hit that long before turn 21. Well, maybe not long before, but certainly regular before. As, wow, 46 levels up to level 3 and locks in that wins Norma. She's going to go for 5 wins. So she must either have a hyper or an ego. No, I'm joking. She must either have a hyper or maybe a battle card or 2. Going to be going for that 5th win here. She does, it's not the worst character in the world to be locked into wins, because you do have that +1 attack for these encounter panels. You gotta land on the encounter panels, of course, but you do have that +1 attack, which could do a lot more work than you might initially expect it to do. Cap special comes out for Tequila, does not heal him, loses the coin flip. As Repa joins the others at level 3. Now only Popomi is still level 2, but she's not that far behind. She does have access to her own hyper, so it's not the end of the world to only be level 2. Observer Eternity played by Suguri. Did she generate anything good? Did she generate anything she can use to get wins? If she has a Christmaser, she can use it to kill Tequila right now. I think it does... Actually, it might only do 1 damage, but... It would discard the rest of her hand, but it would get her up to 5 wins. No, it wouldn't. Christmaser only grants 1 win, so that's not true either. 7's drawn. I am anticipating... It is 2? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm anticipating a discarding of 7's. Ooh, no. Discarding a hyper. It's 2 damage. Oh, okay. Not 2 wins. Oh, speaking of 2 damage, Popomi down to 1 HP. Very easy kill potential. I did take notice that Suguri discarded one of those hypers that she generated in favor of 7's, which is very based. But also, there's a lot of cards in Suguri's pool that is just very, very shit. There's a lot. She has a lot of really bad cards in her pool. Rocket Cannon, not one of them. She plays the Rocket Cannon with the 1 damage to roll the additional dice and fight Tequila in this battle with 7's by her side. She rolls a low roll, which is going to be evaded even by the -3 evade Tequila. Her own evade fails her. Both players down to 1 HP. Does not find the win. Very, very low odds for that evade to work out in his favor, and it does. Suguri finds a pirate crew member. He's going to survive the attack and might find a kill here if their evade fails her. It doesn't, because she's got that +2 evade. It is enough. We do find Tendinitis. It is turn 20. I was a little off in my estimate, but Tendinitis nonetheless fails the roll. Gets her to a home panel where she's safe. Does have to pay the toll for toll booth, but she's going to end up skipping her Tendinitis turn. No, she doesn't skip it because she leveled up. She doesn't get the skip turn, so she's going to have Tendinitis next turn as well. Tequila gets fought by a chicken, and it's not looking good. That was an impossible evade roll from a chicken, so he'll get up in a few turns with full HP. But it is a chicken who takes him out. And luckily, for everybody in this lobby, as 46 plays another Reserve of Eternity, if the boss gets summoned, there's still a chance to find that rich chicken and claim his prize, or her prize. Tendinitis cleared instantly. I thought Tendinitis lasted 2 turns, but I guess it only lasts 1. I guess I'm thinking of her Hyper, which lasts 2 turns, right? Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. But now, all players level 3. All players have access to almost every card in the game, right? Of course, there's going to be some strong level 4 cards that you don't have access to. You don't have access to Extension. You don't have access to Coming Back Stronger, right? Not to try and imply that like all of the cards are level 3, but most cards that people care about are level 3 or below, in my opinion. There's a few good 4 stars, right? But you get what the fuck I'm saying. I don't think what I said was inaccurate. But speaking of level 4, Popomi does get an opportunity to land on a home panel. It won't level her up, but she decides not to do it, even with only having 2 HP. Was regen from Mystery? Yes, it was. So there's no guarantee we'll see another regen. Repa has to pay a toll. That's 2 tolls now, paid both to 46. It does indeed take your stars first. That was actually a toll that denied a level up. Simultaneously, on the other side of the board, there was a bad pudding that killed the 7s. I believe that was a bad pudding played by the game. Yeah, it was. That was a mine-layered bad pudding. Popomi Hyper comes out. She's going to use it to kill a 7 gold. Does not find the rich chicken, unfortunately, but does find a little bit of profit with her Hyper. It cost 10. She made probably, like, I don't know, 9 stars. Maybe it wasn't profit, but she got 1 more turn to turn a profit. Get another battlefield. Go with it. I assume it was mostly used defensively to get away from the freshly revived Tequila, to put some distance between himself and her so that he can't kill her. Succeeds in it. He's not that far behind, and he's actually gonna head her off at the pass. I don't know what level 4 traps there are. Piers is one of them. It might just be Piers. Airstrike comes out. Will it find any kills? Looking for a kill on Popomi. Of course, that's the only person didn't find a max roll on. 3, 3, and a 1. Very nice. Horrible roll out of Airstrike. Snake Eyes played. 46 finds a seagull. Does manage to dodge the retaliation attack. Doesn't die. Tendinitis comes out. Popomi's gonna probably die to this seagull unless she gets a lucky evade roll. Doesn't find it. Actually passes the Tendinitis check, but doesn't roll high enough. Unfortunate timing on the battlefield and the Tendinitis. It is what it is. Rep is going to go ahead and clean up that rich seagull. Find a lot of profit here. All players now low HP. If 46 manages to catch up to Repa, which is going to be hard now that she landed on a toll booth home and it has to skip her next turn, she could find a kill. Repa here finding a Robo Ball. It's going to roll low. It's going to roll a middle roll, which is survivable for Repa. Water. Water and water and water. 46 takes the trap card to avoid the home panel. Maybe hope for better board position. Is going to be forced to skip her next turn, though. This mine layer field event's doing a lot of damage. It's doing a lot of damage. Lots of traps landed on because of it. Ooh, and the protection fee is gone, destroyed by the person who placed it down. Funnily enough, I think Suguri 46 was the person who most benefited from it. I think she got like 3 payouts from it. So you love to see it. I'm glad that it actually got used before it got destroyed. This is one of those maps where can't really avoid it. It got put in the road, so. Anyway, Repa landed on a home panel, hits level 4, boss is summoned. Again, you're still able to have situations like that where Popomi finds a seagull and is able to kill her because of Battlefield Field Event, but the boss is in existence. It's not the scariest map for boss, but it's in existence, and immediately Repa finds another level up to level 5, 152 stars, only 48 away from winning. When you consider the bonus, that's only 7 rounds if you exclusively get bonus, so if we wait out 7 more turns, Repa might just win randomly. Random warp, played by 46. She's really hoping for some better board position and is not finding a lot of luck with it. Needs those 2 wins. Battlefield is going to run out, though. And... oh, we still got 1 more turn of it. Gotta hit those 2 more wins. There are targets on the board, right? Tequila's low HP. Repa's is 3 HP. So if you find a good card from your hyper, you can get it. It's not impossible. Wow, Pirate evaded an attack from Popomi. It's not going to deal lethal damage, but it is still scary because he's basically a glorified seagull. Another card for Repa. It is it's a dangerous person to get ahead because Repa's hyper is so good when used defensively while you're ahead, right? As Popomi hits level 4. Repa, as far as we know, could just have 3 hypers in hand, and she's saving them for a good opportunity. Because they're free, because they're level 1. Well, I guess not because they're level 1, but because they're free, there's like nothing that you can do if she finds a good opportunity, right? If she consigns somebody to a fate, if somebody's chasing her, she can just stop them. If somebody lands on a boss panel, and they might win instead of her, she could just stop them. So, Repa's a very difficult person to claw the game back from once she's ahead, if she has those hypers. Which I guess you could argue is true for anybody that has hypers. As Tequila gets a level up. But I feel like Repa especially so, with the versatility of her hyper. Another regen mystery comes through. Airstrike comes out. Gotta find a max roll. And this time we have the opposite, where it only gets a max roll on the person who doesn't matter, and the lowest rolls on the person who do matter. On the people who do matter. 1-1-3 instead of a 3-3-1. Very unlucky rolls from an already dogshit hyper. Popomi joining everybody else, and by everybody else I mean Repa, on level 5. We do lose connection to the Repa player. Let's stall for a little bit so they can get back in. Because they are... this is... if the Repa AI rolls well enough. Luckily... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Luckily, Repa is out of range of being able to win in 1 turn. So there's no risk of Repa AI winning the game without her owner, without her player. That would be a little dangerous. Ooh, as Fluffy and Fuzzy comes out, 46 could find some last-minute damage here. Oh my god, this evasive pirate. As Tequila joins the level 5 club. There are now 3 players, level 5. Oh my god. Ooh, okay. Repa AI went for the safe play. I was stun-locked. I didn't know what to say. Because that pirate could have ended the run there. But luckily, the Repa AI chose defense. She didn't decide to go with a crazy evade, even though she was at 2 HP. Big respect for keeping it together. Repa's still alive, but only barely. Does have an opportunity 1, 2, 3, 4, and the game's over. Okay, only a 3. We'll take, on average, 2 more turns to end the game. I love how the other 2 players that are level 5 are both tied with the same amount of stars. The tie only being broken by the number of wins. Precise dice roll played. Will find a kill on a pirate, but there's no reward for doing so. I assume that was a defensive precise dice roll because Tequila was behind her. Or perhaps it could be an offensive one to try to catch with the Repa, but Repa's got a dash. She's going to roll a 4, only 1 space away from her own home now. Not quite enough from that dash. That could have been the game-ending play. Eternity is played by 46. She could find something to kill Repa with and stall the game even longer. It is an airstrike. She's going to profit. Only profits from the 1 kill, doesn't find any other kills. Finds her 4th win. It's going to delay the game. But that's all it's going to do. It's going to just delay the game. Popomi fishes for another card. Perhaps she can get another dice roll. Tequila finds his own dice roll. Is going to... is trying to line himself up so he can be in a better board position to kill Repa when she spawns. But Repa spawns immediately. This is potentially everybody's last turn. 46 is spending it killing Tequila. That's a guaranteed death, even with precise dice rolls. Finally gets the 5 wins, but it's too little too late. How are you going to spend your last turn in this game, Popomi? Playing a nice present and then rolling with tendinitis, a 0, and drawing another card? Tequila gets no choice in what he gets to do for this final turn. He just revives. And Repa will take it home, taking the win and ending the game. GG's.